Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers from around the world. You're tuned into NT Coin's world, your ultimate destination where every coin has a story and every detail holds hidden value. And today, we are diving into a realm of British coinage that blends royal legacy, monetary evolution, and collectible rarity. Get ready, because we are unearthing the top for most intriguing and collectible 5 new pence coins that continue to spark interest among collectors, especially in fine condition. These aren't just coins. They are miniature time capsules capturing the story of a changing Britain, a transitioning currency system, and the enduring reign of Queen Elizabeth II. So buckle up as we journey through time, metal, and minting to discover the legacy of standout coins, the 1968, 1970, 1978, and 1995 new pence Elizabeth coins. Let's begin with the pioneer of them all, the 1968 5 new pence coin, 1968. 5 new pence Elizabeth coin fine condition. The year 1968 marks a revolutionary moment in the United Kingdom's monetary history. It was the very beginning of decimalization, a process that reshaped the entire British currency system. And leading the way in this transformation was the 1968 5 new pence coin, one of the first decimal coins issued by the Royal Mint. Although the UK didn't officially go decimal until 1971, the 5 new pence coin was introduced early to help familiarize the public with the new system. Its release signaled the replacement of the old shilling, yet it retained the same size and value to ensure a smooth transition. Crafted from copper nickel, a 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy, the coin has a silvery appearance and a solid feel. It weighs 5.65 grams and measures 23.59 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, we see the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen. This regal image, used from 1968 until 1984, shows Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The sharpness of her profile and the elegant engraving add to the coin's timeless beauty. The reverse of the coin, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the crown thistle, the national emblem of Scotland, a symbol of strength and endurance. The thistle under a royal crown emphasizes unity and the monarchy's connection to Scotland. Around the thistle reads the inscription New Pence along with the number 5, clearly denoting its value. The mintage for the 1968 5 new pence was substantial. Over 98 million coins were struck. Since it was the first year of issue, it's historically significant, although not considered rare in general circulation. However, finding a 1968 coin in fine condition, free from heavy wear and with clean detailing, is what truly excites collectors today. In terms of market value, circulated examples are generally common, but coins in fine condition can command respectable premiums. A fine-grade 19685 new pence may sell for anywhere between $2 to $8 depending on clarity and luster. Uncirculated or mint state versions, especially with original mint luster, have sold for $15 or more. Proof versions from Royal Mint presentation sets can exceed $30 in pristine packaging. As for notable errors, a few off-center strikes and die cracks have surfaced, and although rare, these anomalies can boost value significantly among error collectors. Coins with double dies on the lettering or minor misalignments on the thistle design are hot items in the specialized numismatic community. Collectors hold the 1968 coin dear not just for its numismatic appeal, but because it represents the dawn of a new currency era. For those focusing on decimal transition coinage or early Elizabeth II portrait sets, this coin is an absolute must-have. It's the bridge between the ancient and the modern, between shillings and pence, and between tradition and transformation. 1975 new pence Elizabeth coin fine condition. By 1970, the United Kingdom was on the brink of fully embracing decimalization, although the official switch came a year later in 1971. 1970 marked the final year in which the 5 new pence was issued before the changeover. The coin was minted for inclusion in collector sets and did not circulate widely, making it a standout piece for enthusiasts and historians alike. The 1975 new pence shares its physical specifications with earlier coins: copper nickel composition, 5.65 grams in weight, and 23.59 millimeters in diameter. Arnold Machen's elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II continues to grace the obverse. The fine detail in her hair, tiara, and facial features are key characteristics to examine when grading for fine condition. Many coins from 1970 retain exceptional clarity due to being specially struck for sets. which means they age better than circulated versions. The reverse design remains the same as well, the crown Scottish thistle, flanked by the denomination. Christopher Ironside's classic work resonates with strong symbolism and balanced artistry. The words new pence once again remind collectors of the transitional period in British coinage, reinforcing the educational and commemorative value of this issue. Here's where things get exciting for collectors. The 1975 new pence coin was never intended for general circulation, which makes it relatively rare. It was included exclusively in year sets and proof sets sold by the Royal Mint. With a mintage of approximately 750,000 pieces, that's a sharp contrast to the nearly 100 million coins minted in 1968. Its low mintage alone gives it a higher collector value right off the bat. In fine condition, these coins are often preserved beautifully thanks to being kept in packaging or albums. On the open market, a well-preserved 1975 new pence can fetch between $10 to $25, while proof specimens with flawless surfaces can sell for $40 or more. Full uncirculated examples in original mint sets can even reach upwards of $50 in numismatic circles. Error coins from this year are exceptionally scarce, but occasionally, slight die wear or plankett flaws can be found in lower quality sets. Any error tied to this low mintage issue could multiply its value drastically due to the rarity and collector demand. This coin is a collector's gem, not only because of its scarcity and beauty, but also because it marks the final pre-decimal launch issue. It's essentially the last echo of Britain's careful preparation for decimalization. For those curating a complete 5 new pence series or building a focused collection on decimal history, the 1970 issue is a cornerstone piece. It is limited, iconic, and speaks volumes of a nation's journey through monetary evolution. 1978 5 new pence Elizabeth coin fine condition. Fast forward to 1978, and the decimal currency was fully integrated into British daily life. The 5 new pence coin had established itself as a staple of everyday commerce. By this time, the Royal Mint had fine-tuned the production process, ensuring high consistency and quality and finish. Yet among the regular strikes, the 1978 5 new pence coin continues to draw interest for a blend of nostalgic value, enduring design, and often overlooked scarcity and fine condition, like its predecessors. The 1978 version is made from copper nickel and shares the same weight and diameter. The obverse still features Arnold Mashin's revered portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. However, this would be one of the final years where this specific portrait appeared on the coin, before the transition to Raphael Maklouf's design in 1985. As such, it represents the closing chapter of an era in British numismatic art. The reverse retains the majestic crown thistle design with the new pence legend. However, in 1982, the Royal Mint would begin phasing out new from the coinage inscriptions, making this coin among the last to carry that wording. This detail adds subtle historic significance for collectors focused on inscription changes and evolution of text and coinage. The 1978 mintage figures clock in at a moderate 81 million. That might seem high, but high-quality, well-preserved coins are not always easy to come by. Circulation wear, pocket damage, and surface scratches are common. So a coin in true fine condition, with smooth fields, defined lettering, and minimal blemishes, is considerably more valuable to collectors. In terms of market value, a fine grade 1978 coin may range between $2 and $5. Uncirculated examples or those from mint sets may fetch $10 to $20 depending on condition. Collector sets featuring the 1978 5 new pence are also popular on auction sites, especially when combined with other coinage from that year. Errors on 1978 coins are relatively rare, but some varieties with dyed chips on the crown, weak strikes, or rotated dies have surfaced and are prized by error collectors. These minting anomalies can drive value higher, particularly if the error is easily visible to the naked eye, and the coin retains its original luster. For numismatists, the 1978 coin stands as a perfect mid-era specimen. It is neither a pioneer nor a final issue, but it is a steady representative of the series in its most circulated form. Collectors often look to the 1978 coin when seeking a coin that encapsulates the everyday economy of late 1970s Britain, a coin that jingled in pockets, lined cash registers, and participated in the era's economic pulse. 1995 new pence Elizabeth coin fine condition. Now we arrive at the fourth and final coin on our list, the 1995 new pence coin. A true game changer. This year marks a critical turning point in the coin's physical form and legacy. In 1990, the Royal Mint officially reduced the size of the 5 new pence coin to better reflect its declining purchasing power and improve convenience. The larger version was demonetized shortly afterward, making 1990 both an end and a beginning. The new smaller coin retained the copper-nickel composition, but was now significantly reduced in size, weighing just 3.5 grams and measuring 18 millimeters in diameter. It's sleek, lightweight, and symbolizes the modern evolution of British coinage. The obverse now featured the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This new design added more contour and softness to Her Majesty's features, and redefined the visual language of the monarchy on coinage. The reverse still showcased the crown thistle, but with a fresher layout to suit the smaller planket. The inscription was updated from new pence to simply 5 pence, reflecting the final transition in terminology as the decimal system had become fully adopted, and new was no longer necessary. In terms of mintage, the 1990 coin saw the production of over 1.6 billion coins, a massive number that fulfilled the replacement needs for the old larger coins. This high volume makes it common in circulation, but fine-grade specimens with full strikes, unblemished fields, and clear legends are the real targets for collectors. Despite its ubiquity, finding coins that haven't been worn down by decades of use is surprisingly challenging. In market terms, circulated examples may sell for $1 to $3, but uncirculated or proof coins, especially those in original Royal Mint sets, can range from $8 to $15. Error coins from 1990 are particularly exciting. Misstruck coins, off-center impressions, or mismatched planket errors have been reported and are highly collectible. Due to their unusual nature amidst such a large mintage year, collectors prize the 1995 new pence for its transitional importance. It marks the last time the denomination would be referred to as new pence in any design capacity, and was the first to adopt the reduced dimensions. It's a historic pivot point, the birth of the modern 5p as we know it today. For any collector focusing on design transitions, size variations, or portrait changes on Elizabeth II coinage, the 1995 new pence is essential. In conclusion, these 4 coins, from the bold beginnings of 1968 to the revolutionary redesign of 1990, represent not only numismatic milestones but also cultural and economic shifts in British history. Whether you're building a set for their beauty, their rarity, or their historic relevance, each of these 5 new pence coins holds a story worth preserving. Stay tuned for more deep dives into coin treasures right here on NT Coins World. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a journey into coinage legacy.